What's up, YouTube? It's Tito here with Life Stays, and we're going into part 6/part 7 because part 6 is short. It's really like a connecting chapter again, and part 7 is really just the meal plan. That's why I'm putting those two together. And we're also getting into key number 4, which is cultivating health for the optimum body. Now we're getting into more of the physical side of the body, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I start this part off talking about how what you put into your body contributes to the overall state of your mental and physical health. So we've already talked a lot about the mental side of things, and that is key. That is number one in health in general, in my opinion, is the mental state, because that affects your body. You send messages to your brain, and that sends messages to your body, and affects you in certain ways. And so now we're getting into the physical side. So this part is called From Deficient to Abundant. And when I was researching and things into this, I found that one of the biggest deficiencies that we're facing right now, specifically in the US, it says that more than 3 million cases per year is iron deficiency, which is crazy. Nobody really talks about it. You don't really hear too much about it, but it's actually like an epidemic. We have iron deficiency in our nation, in our society right now. And what iron does is it basically gives you healthy red blood cells. So when you have an iron deficiency, you don't have enough healthy red blood cells. Blood cells, the basics of it, we know that it moves oxygen, it flows through your body, it pumps through your heart. If you're not getting that good flow and everything, it's going to affect your heart. It's going to affect your breathing. It's going to affect the way your body processes things. So it's a big thing. And like I said, nobody really talks about it, but it should be talked about. And I also have in here that some signs of nutrition deficiency are unexpected fatigue, problems with your hair, mouth, diarrhea, irritability, and lack of appetite. And these are basic things we think that everybody goes through, and everybody does go through these things, but sometimes we don't pay attention to our body when our body is telling us something. It's sending us a message. And if you're not in tune with your body, if you don't really know your body well, you're not going to hear the messages, and that's going to lead to disease and, sicknesses that are really bad on you. That puts you out for a while. So really listen to your body, get to know your body, and how it reacts to situations, how it reacts to foods. I'm going through that right now because my face had been broken out. I'm sure you all have noticed in videos and stuff, although the videos kind of makes it a little bit clearer. It's definitely clearing up now, which I'm happy about. But for a while there, it was really breaking out bad. And I've been trying different things, cutting things out to see what it is that's causing that. I've also been experimenting with the fact that I've been in the city, I've been out in the desert, the water, drinking more water, apple cider vinegar, different things like that. So I'm really figuring out my body even more so. But I would suggest that so that you can get the messages when they're sent to you on, what you need to change or maybe go get checked up on before something gets worse. And that's the same thing with my van, preventive maintenance. I did that this week. If you start to hear a little noise or whatever, you want to go get that checked. Don't wait until it becomes something bigger and more expensive or breaks the whole thing down. Same thing with your body. You want to fuel it correctly. Listen to it when it gives you a sign. Don't wait until you're on your deathbed. You're laying in the bed and you can't move and you're so weak and whatever. Pay attention to it. Start giving it the healthy things so that it can fight. Your body heals itself. It can fight and ward off a lot of stuff. But if you're not feeding it the right thing, if you're not fueling it correctly, it's not going to run correctly and it can't do its job. So that's really what this whole part is about, is just feeding your body what it needs to be fed, the correct nutrients. And that's what I guess I'll lead into right now is micronutrients and macronutrients. So let's talk about the difference between those two. And that starts on page 41, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 41. So macronutrients, macro is bigger than micro. So macronutrients are carbs, proteins, and fats. And that's what you hear a lot about. And you get enough carbs or you get enough protein. A lot of people say that when people try to do veganism or vegetarianism. They always bring up the protein thing, but you can get protein in a lot of leafy greens, a lot of seed, like different products, plant products, more so than you can for meat. So that's not even an argument anymore. But those are the three things that you hear a lot about. You see it on the nutrition thing on the back of your foods and stuff like that. But those are macronutrients. And it is important to know those, but I think what's even more important is micronutrients, which are like your vitamins and your minerals. It's also antioxidants, trace elements, and phytochemicals. So all those, again, those are micronutrients, so they work on a micro level in your body, basically, like a smaller level, like with your blood cells, with all the, just your intestines and everything. It helps with that. Macronutrients helps with like muscle building and, just immediate energy and things like that. I mean, they both are important. They both work and do a lot of that. But I think a lot of people aren't really paying attention to the micronutrients. And we're very deficient in those areas. Like I said, iron deficiency. You get that through your micronutrients. So, yeah. Some dude with a van and a solar panel on top just pulled up beside me. I just closed my door too. Processed foods and packaged foods really are empty calories. They have no micronutrient value, really. So I call those empty calories. They don't really give you much of anything, any source of value to your body. It's just something to eat for the time to fill you up. You may have some fats and carbs in there, but other than that. And then on page 43 in the book, I give you like a whole list of foods that have high micronutrient value. And so that goes like that. And then we're going to get into the 7-day meal plan that I have in here. Like I said, this is going to be very short because this is short. But you have 7 days, breakfast, lunch, dinner, meals. I also gave you some snacks over here. So if you have the book, you have the meal plan. I'm not going to go into that. But basically, keep your plant foods high, your meats low if you eat that way. Focus on your micronutrients. Get that in. That's the most important thing. You can go to like health food stores or just to your doctor and try to get them to test you to see what you are deficient in, what you need to work on. Or just listen to your body and then research it yourself. See why you're tired, why you're starting to get tired so much, or how you can gain more energy and what nutrients you need and things like that, what vitamins you need to take. Thank you for sticking around with me again on this series. I know this one is late, but it's been a little bit crazy and I'm trying to figure things out as far as what's going to happen next after I leave here and what's going on with the job situation and everything like that. But don't forget to shine on, and I'll see you next week.